Good morning, everybody. Nick Lind here again with my wife, Melly. Another beautiful day in the Abacos. Today is going to be perfect. There's zero wind whatsoever, clear blue skies, and so I don't know exactly what we're doing, but we're going to do something fun. So come join us and see what it's like living in the Abacos. First things first is grabbing some breakfast at the spot that used to be the Tipsy Seagull. Brings back memories, but the view's great and it's a great breakfast spot. We eating some flow sandwiches, the best in the Bahamas. Smile.
This cute little sea turtle came by to say hi. He was trying to eat a fillet off a fish that was way too big for him, but he was doing his best to make it work.
It's too big for him to carry.
We got another visit from one of the dolphins that regulars the Treasure Key Harbor area.
This is why you need sunglasses, baby. All right, after we finished breakfast, we came over here to clean the boat real quick. You can see her there, looking all gorgeous. Because it hasn't been cleaned since we've been here, but we're gonna go over to Green Turtle for lunch, so I'll show y'all what Green Turtle is, how the restaurant is, how the club is, and all that stuff. I'm gonna go pick up my grandparents, and I will take you guys along for the ride.
Coming back into the beautiful Bahama Beach Club to pick up my grandparents because they are coming to lunch with us today. Today is absolutely perfect out. You can see the blue skies, not a rainy cloud in the sky. The water is clear. It is crazy clear. The water looks blue. Right here we're running around Sandy Point and we're probably in 4 to 5 feet of water right now, which is skinny for a lot of boats, but I know this water like the back of my hand. And you know, a center console like this, when we're up and running, we only run in the top, 2 feet of the water column. So we're totally fine. Days like this really get me going and remind me why I love boating and why I love the Bahamas. I'm just gonna keep this clip playing the entire way through instead of cutting it off early, so y'all can take in just how perfect the water here is in the Abacos. If you guys have a boat and have ever thought about going over to the Abacos, I highly suggest it, and this video should speak for itself about why. We're running by No Name Key to get to Green Turtle. That island right there in the middle of the frame, that is No Name. And if you look at that little beach on the left side of the island, that's the beach where the swimming pigs are. Very popular tourist spot. I'm not a big fan of it because it's a little bit too touristy for me, but it's a good spot. There's a bar there called Big O's that's very popular. It's a really cool spot. One thing I do want to note is if you notice here, it may look like this boat's running a little bit slow, for what it's capable of. And on days like this, I honestly feel no need to push the boat whatsoever. Yes, this boat is very capable of cruising around at 40 knots, 42 knots, but there's no sense. On a day like this, I keep the RPMs, 3,600 to 4,000. The boat's cruising nicely, in the 30 to 33 knot range, and there's no sense to go any faster, really. I'm headed straight towards White Sound now, and White Sound is one of the harbor areas on Green Turtle, and this is where the Green Turtle Club and the Bluff House Marina are. Both of them are marinas that have bars and restaurants, and they're both awesome spots. I'm heading straight towards the channel right now, and you'll notice that once I get past the first two channel markers and cross in between them, I'm gonna take like a sharp 90-degree turn to the port. It's a lot of fun, and a lot of people will make this turn fully at speed and just run the entire length of the channel. I do not recommend that, and you'll see here on the left side there are two houses on the point over there. Those two houses have docks right on the inside of the point, and a lot of times they'll have boats sitting there. And even if they don't have boats sitting there, please make sure you slow your boat down before you reach the houses, because just even your boat weight can really take its toll on a dock over time. One thing that I am absolutely adamant on when it comes to boating is that when I tie the boat up somewhere, it has to be looking pristine so other people see it and are impressed. I do my dock lines up nicely, I put out all color match fenders, our boat always looks good. This is the Green Turtle Club lunch area. It's some of the best food in the Abacos, and if you look at that table in the back corner behind my grandma, that's actually Trevor Lawrence and his family, so that was really cool to see him. Again, as I mentioned earlier, the water here is just unbelievable, and it's something that you'll just never truly understand just how pretty it is until you see it in person. So if you ever get the chance to go to the Abacos, you need to go, and I highly recommend staying at Treasure because you can get this view every single day that you're there. We went and dropped my grandparents off, and now Melly and I are coming to meet some friends at the beach behind the Bahama Beach Club. You can see there are a bunch of boats anchored up behind the beach, which is really awesome to see because this is how it used to be all summer long. You can see just how stunning the Treasure Key beach is, and that boat that we're wrapped it up to is a good friend of mine's, 33 Palmetto. Awesome boat, but we're just gonna enjoy the rest of the day at the beach, and I'll catch up with y'all on the ride home. Sadly, for these kind of clips, I do have to take out the actual audio of the clip itself, and that's for copyright reasons. I can't monetize the video if I don't. But Melly and I are absolutely jamming on the way back in, listening to some reggaeton, the music of Melly's people. She's from South America. But I do want to take a minute and say this is exactly what the Bahamas and the Abacos are about. Just kicking back and enjoying life with your friends and family and not giving a care about anything else in the world except for where your next drink is going to come from. We could not have asked for a better run into the marina to end what was a perfect day out on the boat.
What an afternoon. We just got in from the beach, had a little mini party with all of our friends here. Didn't film much of it because we were just living in the moment. Really didn't film any of it except for us getting there. But it was a great evening. Melly and I are bringing the boat in right now. We're gonna dock it, get some dinner at tonight's pizza night. And then I think we're going over to our friend's house just to have a little fun. Tomorrow is Stranded Naked / Cheeseburger in Paradise. And so we need to be well rested for that. So nothing too late tonight. But let's go get ready and let's go get some dinner.
If you've watched any of my other Bahamas videos, you know this is my client's dock that he is gracious enough to let us keep the boat there while our dock is getting fixed. What do you want?
Nothing.
Oh yeah?